first exercise I'll be doing is for the shoulder girdle, and it is a closed kinetic chain exercise, and it's going to be a scapular push-up using the serratus interior. So what you're going to do is assume a push-up position, but you're not actually going to be bending your elbows at all. You're simply going to be protracting and retracting your shoulder blades. Just like this. It's a very slight movement, but it helps in developing the stability of your shoulder girdle. Alright, so the next exercise I'll be doing is an open kinetic chain exercise using a stability ball. And what we'll be doing here is working on our shoulder joint, specifically our rotator cuff muscles. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the stability ball and you're going to go to the wall, and you're going to put it there, and you're going to keep it at about shoulder level, and you want it to be a comfortable length away from you. You don't want to be too far back like this where you can't aptly control it. You don't want to be too far forward where your arm isn't extended. You want full extension, and you want to always be parallel to the ball. And what you can do from here, there's a lot of different exercises. I had to go through physiotherapy once, and what I was taught to do for my shoulder exercise was to start off with doing the alphabet in lowercase. So you would simply just go A, B, C, and you would spell the entire alphabet all the way through, just slight motions like this. And then afterwards, you could do the same thing, repeat, but you could do it in capitals. And the beauty of this exercise is that you can work on your rotator cuff in many different ways simply by altering your position. As long as you're always parallel with the ball, you can move laterally, like so, in order to gain a workout in the different areas of your rotator cuff. So standing straight forward offers a different benefit than standing like this, and they all will have different challenges, but they will all develop your shoulder joint stability. Alright, so the next exercise we're going to be doing is a open kinetic chain, and it's going to be for the movement of the shoulder girdle and the shoulder joint. So what I have is just a simple cloth. I mean, you can use a lot of different things. You can use a strap if you want, and it's just a simple way to stretch, and it's a really effective way. A lot of people do it all the time. Using the cloth, you can sometimes get a bit better of a stretch, but it's more of just like it's more of there to show you where you should be and like how you want to do this. So what you're going to do is take the cloth, whichever hand it is in first. You can start right hand, left hand, whatever, and you're going to put it behind your back, just over your spine, and you're going to take your other arm, and you're going to move to the back, and you're going to grab the end of the cloth. So ultimately, you should have it like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze and pull slightly with your right arm, and just hold it there. And then you can release if you want, take a second, and then same thing, you're just going to pull again. And then what you're going to do to change this up, you're going to come out of it, you're going to put the cloth in the left hand instead, same thing, put your left hand over top of your spine, grab it with your right hand, like so, and then pull. And this gives a good stretch to your traps, and it's overall good for your shoulders. It's just a good, clean stretch, easy to do. You can do this at your desk if you need to, if you work behind a desk and you want a way to stretch. There's, like, it's very versatile in what you can do with it. Alright, so for elbow movement, the first one we're going to be doing is just simple elbow flexion. So what you're going to do is make sure you're sitting straight up. You hold your arm out like you would if you were doing a bicep curl. Keep your hand flat and go like this, and then you're going to take your left arm or your right arm, whichever arm you start with, and you're going to be just pushing, and you're going to hold that. You can hold that for 30 seconds. Just keep it there. Make sure you're applying a decent amount of pressure. It shouldn't hurt, but you should feel a bit of a stretch. And then when you're done with the one side, you can go to the other side. Again, just keep a nice light pressure. Make sure it's there. You should feel it in your forearm. You should feel a bit of a stretch. Your bicep will feel very, very squished. And other than that, for the elbow, another good one that you can do is pronation and supination. So what you do is you're going to keep your hands beside you, clasp your hands in front of you with both of your thumbs on top of each other, and rotate to one side and hold it. And then you're just going to simply switch sides. And same thing, you can hold those each 30 seconds. And these are all activities that you can do many times a day. And again, these are excellent activities if you have a desk job or somewhere where you don't have a whole lot of, area to move around. These are all easy and fast and doable while sitting at a desk.